calls me over and she goes, "So, how are you today?" I went, "Fucking wonderful." She goes, "How's your job search going?" I went, "Marvellous." She went, "Have you turned up to a Department of Work and Pensions interview intoxicated?" I went, "Don't use big words, you love, I'm just pissed." And she went, "I can smell the ale on you from here." I went, "Oh, that's funny, because I can just smell you full stop." I said, "I'm pissed because I'm celebrating the fact that I'm signing off and I don't have to come here once a fortnight and explain myself to you, you fat fucking four-eyed, ugly, snotty bitch." Do you know what I mean? So anyway, I ended up getting the score, so that was it. So that burnt me head out because that's just took up half my day. Fuming. So speak to me like that, how rude. Ugh. What else am I kicking off about? Oh yeah. So signed off. But you know what I'm really going to miss? The crisis loans. Has anybody ever had a crisis loan?
Yeah.
Guys, it's one of the... Excuse me, is that your drink? It's mine now. It's hard, that water wasn't hitting the spot. Yeah, you know the crisis loans? Well, they're just amazing, aren't you? You sat in Smoky Mo's and you're drinking cheap cider on a Friday afternoon with some chap called Harry, who you've met outside Mackey's, but that's another story. And you just decide that you want to stay out, don't you? Because it's the weekend. So you think, I'll ring and get a crisis loan. So you ring up and you have to wait and listen to the sodden music again. And then you have to go through this dead extensive interview and tell the woman that your lecky's gone, the food's gone, and you're starving, and you're in your house shaking like a shitting dog. And then they go away and they say, "Can you tell us the amount that you'd like to get you through 3 days, realistically?" So I think, go for the top end. So I said 150 quid to do. And like, Harry's burping down the phone, and I'm trying to sound like I'm not in a pub, do you know what I mean? And they come back and they go, "Oh, we can award you £6.50, which you'd have to pay back." Then you have to pretend like you've won the national lottery and be like grateful to some woman on the other end of the phone who's blatantly on £9.5 grand a year. She hasn't got a GCSE in her head, and she got through school eating Victoria sponge cake. She does me head in. I don't know. And then to top me whole day off, I had to go food shopping. I had to go to the supermarket. Now I'm not sure if supermarkets are a big deal for you, but they're one of my trigger points with me panic attacks. I just can't cope with them because there's just so much to think about in a supermarket, isn't there? For the kick-off, you get the wobbly wheel on the trolley, and there's the kids, and the old women, and I just can't cope with it, really. And it's the staff. Don't get me started on the staff. Do you know what one of the staff said to me the other week? I couldn't believe it. She was one of those women, she looks at me like she scratches the save away with a 50p piece, one of them. And she looks at me like a skid mark on a hotel towel in the Hilton. And she said, "You can't smoke in here, love." I went, "Tough." Stuck it out on her head and carried on to tell me what to do. How rude, do you know what I mean? And then you finally you've done your shopping, you've got out of there, and it's that age-old debate, isn't it? It's the self-service checkout, or do you go and speak to the woman? And you see, under the conditions of my community service, I'm not allowed to use self-service checkouts because there was an incident 6 months ago where I ended up kicking fuck out of one because apparently it's really, really easy to get a bottle of no champagne wrapped up in a paper. It can happen to anyone. So I went to the woman, and she had a bullshit name badge on as well. She probably mates with Doris from the job centre, goes for bevies. And it's like the Spanish Inquisition, isn't it? All you want to do is get out of there. And they just keep asking you questions. It's like, "Hi!" Well, I'm that sick of it. I start giving them stupid answers now because it just can't be asked. It's like, "Hi, how are you today?" Suicidal. "Are you collecting vouchers for schools?" "Oh, I'd love to, but I'm on the sex offenders register and I'm not allowed to." And then the best one, oh, I can't believe this. "Would you like a bag? Would you like a bag?" I've just done my weekly shop. I've lashed it all on that thing, what do you call it, the thing that you get on in Manchester Airport when you pissed in arrivals, the conveyor belt, thank you. I've just put all my food on there. Would I like a bag? And have you seen these new bags? I know you're going to watch me size 13 carbon footprint and all that, but you put a toilet roll in it and it splits. You have to quadruple bag it. Would I like a bag? Oh no, love. I'll just put a pot noodle in each hand, the Warburton's toasty on my tits, and fly off on a French baguette, shall I? Would I like a bag? You dense cow. That's why I'm not sat behind here like you. Awful. Awful. You rile me, you really do. And then, this little old woman comes up behind me. It happens every time, doesn't it? This little old woman, and she's hunchbacked, and she's got her hovis. I'm trying to ignore her, but I felt our laughs. And I went, is that all you've got, love? She's like, oh yes, dear. And she's rattling with her Zimmer. And she's like, just this little loaf. Dead hopeful. And I went, well, if I was you, I'd fuck off. I'm going to be ages. Well, I'll tell you something, I paid for my sins, right? Because I shouldn't have spoken to her like that, because in our Sainsbury's, it's little in real life, but I'm just saying Sainsbury's to sound posh. In our Sainsbury's, the entrance is the exit, and all of a sudden, this pigeon walks in to the entrance. I can't get out. There is no way that I can get out. There's a pigeon there, and I can't get out. I'm scared of pigeons. That pigeon's gonna eat me. I've got to be in the Lisbon tonight to make people laugh, and that pigeon's there. And what's worse, there's a security guard there, cracking his knuckles. He hasn't got a tooth in his head. What is he paid for? Get rid of that pigeon. It's trying to eat me. Oh my God, it's gonna get me. It's flying at me and everything. I'm using a leg alarm as a shield. I'm hiding behind the old woman. Oh my God, I think I can hear Emily Sunday on in the background. Help me! So that's a shit day, to be honest. But you know what? Looking at the positives, my doctor says that I'm doing really well with my panic, and I'm thinking dead rationally, and I'm really moving on. And my pubes are looking great. Do you know what, ladies and gents? You've been fairly quiet, but you know what? You've been lovely. So I'd really like to thank you for making me feel welcome. And I've been Paul. See you later. Bye.
Paul Culshaw, ladies and gentlemen, with real zest for life. Alright, that's